Hey Greg Hudson fans, going to do a quick little tribute to Greg. His funeral's today. I'm recovering from COVID. I can't make it. I'm heartbroken about that. I really wanted to see Ryan. I'm just going to tell a story or two about Greg. Greg and I went to high school together, didn't know each other that well. Later in life, once we had kids, we got together on Facebook and really came along at a time in my life I quit drinking and I needed new friends and to be a dad, and Greg and I started hanging out, going to NASCAR races together, and had good times. He loved my racing. He used to go and come hang out with us. I'll never forget. I think it was the second time he came. I'm in the pits, and when we're there, you know, it's game on. It's very competitive, and I want to win. And at that time, Chet was really young, and I was at it as hard as ever. And some guy came over to our pits one time, and I was pretty rude to him. I was pretty much an asshole. And the guy walks away, and Greg comes over to me, he goes, "Wow." He goes, "Eric, you were cold as ice to that guy." He goes, "I couldn't believe it." He goes, "I didn't know you had that in you." He's like, "What's the deal?" And I told him, I said, "Greg, this is not all just fun and games, you know. I'm hating on each other." I was like, "I don't like that guy, and he's just trying to figure out what we got going on and get in my head and forget it." And so Greg started laughing, and he was it changed his whole attitude. He was like, "I love it. I love this. We got enemies now." And so from that point on, he kind of started coming more, and he loved the drama. And when I told Carol and Chet, and we were talking about Greg the other day, I said, "Boy, Greg loved the drama." They both kind of chuckled immediately, and they were like, "Yes, he did." I'll remember he would come to the track, usually a little late, and I'd be there. And he and Ryan would come, and Ryan and Chet hung out a lot and spent time together on the weekends, and we had our kids play together. They would show up. Greg's got all his bags and a cooler and a camera strapped on. Ryan would come and go right to Chet. They start talking. Greg comes over to me, and you know, Greg kind of would talk out the side of his mouth sometimes. He'd come over and right away he'd be like, "What's the situation?" And he would want to know like what the drama is or what I've done working on the car. What are we doing to get faster? What's our game plan? And he was into the competitiveness of it, and he liked the drama. And there was a couple times where, you know, Chet spanked somebody or someone that we didn't like, and man, he loved that. He made it a lot of fun. You know, I tend to have a potty mouth there. I can remember one time I said something I shouldn't have, cussed some like 12-year-old kid on the track, probably called him a little effer or something. And Greg would shoot right back at me and be like, "Yeah, he's a stinky poo, huh?" And man, we had a good time. It just always made me laugh. And I don't know, so sad. I'm gonna miss Greg Hudson. But at the same point, I've been talking to Ryan the past couple days, and my son Chet got a job in Carolina at a race shop, and he's leaving. And Ryan and I are not done. We're gonna stay together. Ryan's gonna come to the racetrack and be a part of my team, maybe with Steve Grannis and part of the Virginia Vintage Racers. He's gonna work that camera and do the magic that Dad did. And Ryan and I are gonna be together and make him proud. So my heart is broken today. I'm so upset I can't go to the funeral. I've never had a funeral in my life. I've been more anxious to go and see people, my Chantilly High School crowd, and all those Cougars I was looking forward to giving a big hug to. I was gonna thank Greg Hudson at the end of the day tomorrow for that. But I love you guys. Stay tuned. We're racing for Greg Hudson on Saturday.